Just getting our Instagram up. Okay. Okay, there he is.
Welcome to Daily Invocation. Welcome to Daily Invocation, your source for inspiration and information on our paths of healing, attainment, and liberation. Today, if you'd like, invoking some Abuelito energy.
So yesterday we tuned into the energy of Abuelita, grandmother. And to balance it out, we want to bring in some grandfather energy. I will start with some vulnerability again on this piece of my healing puzzle, starting to come into contact with parts of missing grandmother and a grandmother figure, physically speaking, in my life, but also being very in tune with the energy of grandmother and longing for a teacher grandmother, even in my life. Yesterday, we gave you the question, what is abuelita? What associations do you have? What medicine, what characteristics does the abuelita have? So today we ask you the same about the divine masculine form, the abuelito. When I was asked this question, I realized it's completely unknown to me. On my mother's side, my grandfather, rest in peace, died before I was ever born. He actually only got to meet 2 of his grandchildren. Although I feel him very closely in spirit world, I thought growing up he was my guardian angel. I didn't know him. I only know stories about him. And then on my father's side, my father never met and doesn't even know the name of his biological father. And although he grew up with a very loving stepfather, I'm pretty neutral about him. And I don't feel connected, maybe because it's not a direct bloodline. He was nice enough, but I just don't have enough information to answer the question of grandfather medicine. For example, actually, because we went into that yesterday, grandmother medicine being ayahuasca, and there are others. Cacao is very motherly, very feminine. Peyote is considered grandfather medicine. And I was given the opportunity, I was asked if I wanted to join in a ceremony celebration here. And initially I said no. And it took me a couple of weeks to realize that I think part of it is simply, I don't know what that energy brings at all. So that's the beginnings of my exploration with this question.
I just wanted to invoke and offer archetypally the grandfather energy, the silence, the wisdom that generally, especially what comes to mind invoking Abuelito, is that space holding or the phenomenon of the elders. Me, what comes up is that medicine of old, wise elder wisdom. That's the up. Also, grandfathers too can be playful and loving and generous, at least archetypally, but I'm really plugging into that wisdom, having lived years and gone through so much life, and to share that with the younger generations. Let's look at the need for the Abuelito.
So just taking some breaths together to feel our own abuelos in this space coming into our world and our dimension to lend their support, their playfulness, sometimes a little bit of sternness. In one Hindu culture, Prasad and I have explored, Shirdi Sai Baba is seen as the great grandfather, and they say he hits you with a stick to get you back on track. So whatever your experience of abuelo has been, is, whatever it is in this moment, honoring that. And honoring the grandfathers we've lost, we've had, we've never met, the seen and the unseen medicine of the grandfather. And becoming available to delving even more deeply into grandfather medicine. Thanking the grandfathers of all the worlds for who they are and the purpose they serve. The final release to let anything new that is meant to come in, come in. Thank you for being here with us. Hasta luego.